the Velotric T1ST.
Hello everyone, welcome to Brian Unboxed. In this video, we're gonna look at the Velotric T1ST electric bike.
Here's a look at how the bike comes in when it's delivered. It's packaged well inside with a lot of foam protecting it. Assembly is required and the user manual does a good job of walking you through the process. With the bike, you get the charger, pedals, tools, lights, kickstand, phone mount, and user guide. And just to highlight the assembly process, basically you have to install the handlebars, install the front wheel, install the pedals, install the kickstand, attach the seat, install the front light and rear light, and adjust the brakes if needed. Going over some specs briefly, the Thunder series comes in two models, the Thunder 1 and the Thunder 1ST. I have the Thunder 1ST. It comes in two frame sizes, a small and a medium. The version I have is the medium and its ideal height for riders is 5'3" to 6'1". It comes in two colors as well, lava and sand. It works with the Apple Find My app. 350 watt rear motor with 600 watt peak and 45 Newton meters of torque. Built-in battery. Tektro HD R280 hydraulic disc brakes. 5 pedal assist levels. 52 mile range. 20 mph top speed. It has a torque sensor, 8-speed shifter, front and rear lights, and the bike weighs in at 36 pounds. A walkthrough around the bike, you'll see that the front has a hydraulic disc brakes and the front light. Towards the middle and the rear, you can see the built-in battery, the charging port, kickstand, hydraulic disc brakes, and rear light. On the other side, you can see the 350 watt rear motor, 8-speed cassette, and rear derailleur. By the handlebar area, you can see the control panel, the controls, brake levers, bell, and gear shifter. To power up the bike, just hold down the power button on the control panel until the LED lights up. The white LEDs will also give you the overall battery charge level. Once powered up, you can use the plus button to increase the pedal assist levels 1 through 5, and the power button LED will change to indicate what level you're on. Pressing the minus button will decrease it. Pressing the light button will turn on the front light. It also has a rear light, but it needs to be manually turned on and it's battery operated. Holding down the minus button for a few seconds will activate the walk assist feature. As mentioned, this has integration with the Apple Find My app. Setup is quick, just open the Find My app and add an item. Then hold down the power button on the bike for 10 seconds until it's found. Once connected, you can locate via the app, play a sound if it's nearby, and enable lost mode. And finally, this has a phone mount on the handlebars. It comes with a 3M mount that you attach to your phone, and then you can attach it to the bike.
Now just to give you an idea on how light the bike is, this only weighs 36 pounds. So you can see here, I can just lift it with no problems. And you know, you can take it inside, put it on the bike rack, you know, on your car, easily transportable. And it has that stealth look, like a normal bike.
Now I'll show some footage of the bike in use. I'll test it out on rough terrain, show the different pedal assist levels, test the brakes, see how it does uphill, downhill, and then give my thoughts.
Okay, now I'm going to test it out on this rough terrain. This trail is pretty bumpy. Let's see how it does. You know, this doesn't have any front suspension forks or, you know, fat tires, but let's see how it handles the bumps. Okay, here we go. All right, it's definitely bumpy, you know, for this type of design. Again, this is more for urban style commute, but you know, it's handling it for what it has. All right, now I'm gonna test out the pedal assist mode. This has 5 levels. It doesn't have a throttle, just pedal assist, and there's a sticker on the frame here. So it goes Eco, Tour, Normal, Sport, and Turbo, or you can have it off. So I have my GPS speedometer here. Let's see how fast it goes. We'll start off with Eco. All right, we're at about 8 miles per hour. Switching to level 2 now, which is a tour mode. About 11. Going to number 3, the normal mode. About 15, 16. Number 4, which is the sport mode. About 17 now. 18. And number 5, the turbo. So I'm hitting about 21. 2021.
Now I'll test out the brakes. I'll take it to max speed, and once I come into view, I'll hit the brakes and you can use the parking lines as reference.
So with the pedal assist test, we got about 21 miles per hour. We topped off at 21. Let's see how it does going uphill. Again, I was just pedaling at a leisurely pace to get to that 21 miles per hour. And I'll do the same as we go up this hill. Let's see if we can maintain the speed or if we lose some speed. And then after that, we'll do the downhill test. Okay, here we go. So I have it on the turbo mode, which is the level 5 pedal assist. All right, we're at about 15, 16. It has a very smooth acceleration, and it's very quiet. So again, I'm pedaling at a leisurely pace here. We're hitting about 17 miles per hour and holding. And you know, as I'm going up this hill, I don't feel like I'm struggling. You know, the pedal assist is doing its job. Let's see how it does in this turn here. All right. So going uphill, we maintained 17 miles per hour. Not bad at all. Again, I was just pedaling at a leisurely pace, wasn't struggling at all, and it handled it all right. Now we're going to do the downhill test. Let's see how fast it does. Okay, we're at about 21. I'm just going to let it glide here as we're approaching this turn. 22. So holding about 20 miles per hour as we're going down the hill. Picking up a little bit more speed here. We're at 22 now.
Here are my thoughts on the bike. The build and quality is solid, just like the other Velotric models. The frame feels sturdy and lightweight. It has a stealth look with no batteries protruding out or cables exposed. Smooth welds, paint has a nice finish. No imperfections or damage during the shipping process. The ride was very smooth and comfortable for being a road bike. The saddle was wide enough for me and not too hard. There were no rattles, vibrations, or noises, and the steering was stable and it handled well. The handlebars are a good length as well. As far as rough surfaces, it can get a bit bumpy since it has no suspension forks, and again, this is meant to be more of an urban type bike. The 350 watt motor is powerful for this design. It was able to tackle the incline with minimal speed loss during my testing. Very quiet and a smooth acceleration. Using the pedal assist on level 5, I was able to reach 21 miles per hour. It has an estimated range of 52 miles. It will also depend on the pedal assist level, your weight, and the environment that you're in. The hydraulic brakes were strong and they grabbed on quick, and there's good stopping power. The control panel on the frame is simple and intuitive. The light around the power button is visible and it gives you an idea on what setting you're on. The app integration with Apple Find My is a plus to have, but I would have wished there would be more app functionality to see the speed, odometer, battery levels, just to name a few. Overall, the bike is solid. It has a stealthy design and a look that makes it feel like an ordinary bike. If you're looking for a bike for urban use and want simplicity, then this one should be on your list. So that is my review of the Velotric T1ST electric bike. If you like my video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time, this is Brian Unboxed. Take care, everyone.